We've seen the PFD. I think perhaps we should look at the other part of the ethos now, which is the navigation display. And that's just to the right of the PFD. And when we get visitors to the flight deck and they say, "Where are we?" I point to the airplane and I say, "We're there." They seem to be confused by that for some reason. This is the map. This is produced by the FMGS, which we'll talk about in a minute. And it shows the waypoint Urban, the waypoint Norquay, and looking out through a range of 320 miles at the outer ring. After Norquay, we've been cleared to Brindisi, which is a little beyond that. Magnetic heading at the top, and on the left, wind information, instantaneous readout of the wind, 265 degrees, 35 knots. The speed, we've seen it on the PFD, we get it again on the ND. Ground speed, 452 knots. True airspeed, which we didn't see on the PFD exactly, but the true airspeed is 451 knots. Obviously, still air, and that shows the wind arrow is across the tracks. So the wind effect is all drift, and we can see that up here. We're heading 170, but the track shown by the little green diamond, 166, 4 degrees adrift, about right for that sort of wind speed over that sort of true airspeed. Wind speed over true airspeed times 60 gives you the drift. Top right hand corner, we have the waypoint we're going to, Urban. The track is 166, we've seen that already. Distance to run 36 nautical miles, and we're going to get there at 10:04 UTC. Rather removes the magic and mystery from navigation, this bit of equipment. I can add a considerable amount of information to that screen. I can look at the VOR DME availability in the locality. I can look at the non-directional beacons in the locality. A very useful function, and one that we often fly with up on the screen, is the local airports. 4-letter codes, of course. That's Naples. I can adjust the range. When I get in close, I want to look at more detail on the range. I can see now, with 8.8 miles to run, I can see much better on the screen if I bring the range down to 20. If I come down to 10, you can actually see us moving. I can change the entire picture. I can look at 360-degree navigation. I can see what went on behind us. I can also revert to the old-fashioned presentation familiar to an earlier generation of jet pilots. Lateral deviation bar with a VOR. And we're just crossing the 210 radial from Rimini. This picture is all generated by the computer, but I can check if it's real. That says BOL, that's an NDB. I can tune BOL, and I can see that the needle waves through it. NDBs are notoriously inaccurate. That's pretty good. I can do the same for a VOR. PRU is a VOR, and there's the VOR running through PRU from the aircraft. More information on this screen than most pilots know what to do with.